Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Ashanti has broken her silence after the death of her former mentor and label boss, Irv Gotti. Although they were not on good terms always, especially in the past few years. Ashanti took the high road, saying this on Instagram: "I can't believe things ended like this. It makes me so sad. We weren't on the best terms the past few years, but as I've always said, through our ups and downs, I will forever be grateful for everything that you've done for me. We made history, and that will remain infinite. I've always respected your musical genius and ability to push me to be my best. All the greatness and positive things that came far outweigh the dark and negative times. I have always prayed for you to find peace. Sending love and prayers to the entire family. Rest well. Rest in peace, Irv." I ain't got no problem with that. Okay, fam. What did y'all expect? Ashanti is a class act. She's always been a classy chick, you know? She's never been the type to be caught up in messy stuff, right? So I would not have expected anything less. Now, Ashanti and Irv fell out when he was on Drink Champs a couple of years ago. And he said, according to Ashanti, their relationship was more than what it really was. Question: could you have taken the high road in the event that someone you once had love for died? Give me a thumbs up if you say, yeah, I could do it. Thumbs down if you say, no, man, no, keep that same energy. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. Well, family, I think it depends on the degree of the relationship and the transgression. Some transgressions are unforgivable. And for some people, they'll forgive everybody. You know, like, hey, forgive, you know. But it's certain things that a person can do that's unforgivable. And I personally don't have a problem with not forgiving that person or letting bygones be bygones or so-called taking the high road. I ain't got a problem with it. Everybody don't deserve forgiveness. Everybody don't deserve your grace. Apparently, Irv deserved Ashanti's grace because she gave it to him. She could have just stayed quiet. So I didn't see Ashanti saying something disrespectful about Irv Gotti after he died. But she could have just stayed muted and not said anything. But she spoke on it. And, it says a lot about her, thumbs up, salute. But I'm not doing that for everybody. Everybody don't get that grace to me. Everybody wouldn't get that grace, but it would hurt me if somebody died that I had love for and we wasn't able to patch it up before they died. That would sting, that would hurt. For example, like if something was to happen to like one of my sisters or brothers and we were on bad terms and didn't get a chance to patch it up, that would bother me. It would bother me, although my parents are deceased, if they were alive and we had issues that were unresolved and we were like hot at one another, that would bother me. So that's why I employ people to patch it up. If you know that you got love for a person and y'all beefing, Ain't no telling when the darkness gonna come. Ain't no telling, It's an old saying, death comes like a thief in the night. So you can't take for granted that you'll get around to patching it up. You can't take for granted that, I'll wait till Christmas and then Thanksgiving, and then, I'll just see how it goes, but I'm still not gonna be the first one to say something. If you really care about somebody, if you got love for them, I say, be the bigger person, pick up the phone. Ain't nothing weak about picking up that phone and patching it up. Ain't nothing weak about saying, I'm sorry or apologize. I don't even like to say I'm sorry. It sounds like a knock on my character. Sorry. But apologize, I apologize. I'm apologizing for whatever wrong that I did. And now the ball is in their court. But here's the deal. I would not apologize expecting an apology. That apology is for me and for me to sleep good. And if we can patch it up, cool. The other person may feel like they have nothing to apologize for. But usually, anytime there's conflict, there's some type of wrongdoing on both sides, even if one person was wrong first. The way the other person reacts to that wrong oftentimes, evokes the old saying, two wrongs don't make a right. To be absolutely clear, I do not believe every relationship deserves repair. I do not believe every person that you have conflict with, that you have a relationship with, or even had love for, deserves to be forgiven or given a second chance. It depends on what they do. It's not a situation where you take one brush and do a broad stroke. You handle each relationship on an individual basis. It depends on what they did. Some things are unforgivable. And I ain't got no problem with those things that are unforgivable. But for the ones that I know that I got love for, and maybe we're at odds or whatever, I ain't got no problem picking up the phone and say, yo, man, I ain't got that problem. Before I go, youngsters, let me leave you with this. I do not think you understand how much of an impact Irv Gotti, by way of his record label, Murder Inc., had on the music industry. Murder Inc. was killing the game in the 2000s. Those Ja Rule songs, those Ashanti songs, those DMX songs, although DMX was not signed to Murder Inc., he was signed to Rough Riders. Irv produced some of his biggest hits. Irv Gotti, as Ashanti said, was a musical genius. So this is why people are so interested in what's going on with him, and this is why so many people are paying homage after his untimely death. R.I.P. Irv Gotti. No more talk.